Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it. All right, so we're going to talk about a few things that has happened around our country, okay? Things that were sent in by community members. And this is the stuff that's happening, all right? So, like we always say, head on a swivel. Know your surroundings, okay? You never know what's going to happen from 1 minute to the next. It's terrible. So this community member, she wrote in. She said, this is what happened here in Alabama to my daughter. This guy, he hung around for hours under an apple tree in her front yard. Hours later, he was seen walking up her street. And this was a cable guy, okay? She had given him a bottle of water, but at this point, she called the police, who told her they had multiple reports of this happening all over town. Supposedly, they are cable salesmen, and they were gone. But she told them no. She just saw him pass along going up the sidewalk. I don't think the police have addressed this in any way. Please be alert when going outside. Be blessed and stay safe. She said, I bought my granddaughter some pepper spray and she keeps it by the door. All right. So it's like, you can't even feel safe opening your door. Being outside in the front yard, if you garden in the front yard. Have you upped your security yet? With the wireless security cameras. Sean and I, we bought the Wyze, W-Y-Z-E security cameras. All right, they're budget friendly. Okay, I'll leave the links in the description box below again for you guys if you want. All right. What about your security systems? Do you have security systems in your house? We went through Front Point, okay, and I like Front Point. I really do. All right. We have the doorbell camera. We have a hub, okay. We have sensors on all the doors and all the windows in our house. Okay, plus we took added extra steps as well that were cheap and budget friendly. So, now is not the time to be lackadaisical when it comes to your security preps, okay? And I'm not trying to scare anyone or anything like that, but with today and society today, we can't be too careful. All right, so on to this one. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below that has a link to a Twitter. And this is a short description of what the Twitter link is about. And this community member, she brought it to my attention. She said, head on a swivel when going to the bank. Yeah. Especially when you're going to the bank. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're just going to an ATM, even if it's at a convenience store, right? Man robbed as he leaves Wells Fargo on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks. Notice the thief run to a waiting getaway car parked facing out, ready to go. They are staking out banks and parking lots for easy victims. Keep your head on a swivel and stay alert. So even if you're just going to the bank, which inside the bank you should feel safe, right? It's walking out of the bank or walking away from the ATM or whatever the case may be. Even if you're, okay, you know how you can go to the bank and you can drive up to the ATM? Even there you got to be a little, what's going on? Because you don't know if someone's going to run up to your car with your window rolled down and say, hey, give me the cash. You know what I mean? So you got to be, So that's something that you also have to be totally aware of. So on to this, a community member, she brought this to my attention. She said, I can't believe this happened where I live. Head on a swivel. This happened in town of Cottage Grove in Wisconsin. 2 people were robbed at gunpoint after they were cut off and forced to stop on a Dane County off-ramp on Thursday morning. The Dane County Sheriff's Office reported that the incident just hours after it happened, saying it is still trying to find the men who did it. And see, that's the thing. The Sheriff's Office, they can only do so much. So that's why they put things out, on social media and stuff like that, and hoping that the community can come together and say, yeah, I saw them over here, or yeah, I saw her, yeah, I know who that is. Okay? And it goes on to say, according to the Sheriff's Office, the victims were exiting off U.S. Highway 12 onto County Highway N in the town of Cottage Grove when a dark-colored sedan dove in front of their vehicle, forcing them to hit the brakes. 2 men jumped out of the suspect's car carrying guns and demanded that the man and woman hand over their cash. And the suspects, who are believed to be in their 20s, returned to their car and then took off, headed west on Highway 12. And then the victims, who were unable to identify what kind of car they were driving. So, and that's the thing. When something happens so darn fast, are you, looking at the guy's face and saying, okay, I'm going to try and remember everything about your face, and do you have any birthmarks? But okay, are you doing that? Or are you scrambling to try and get what they want so you could just, here, go, don't hurt me. You know what I mean? So you don't know what you're going to do unless you're in that situation, because I know that there's going to be people, I will just take out my boomstick and pow, pow, pow. Are you really going to do that? Have you ever been in that situation? So, you really have to, have you trained, any kind of tactical training, because now is the time, honestly, to get some defense training, self-defense training, whatever the case may be. All right. Do you have any military people in your family? They can help you with training you for self-defense. My son has been training me. He had to stop, though, because, he's in California right now. But when he comes back, we're going to continue with the training. And when I tell you, you want to talk about sore muscles in the morning. Oh, son. You know what I mean? But he is MMA trained because of the Marine Corps. Yeah. So, these are the things that, you really have to think about, and I know you're probably going to say, well, I'm disabled and things like that. Right on. I get it. So am I. But even the disabled, you're going to learn how to disable your attacker. You can do that. I have faith in you. Okay? So even if it's carrying bear spray, wasp spray, okay? Anything. So you can get away. All right? All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless.